Here we are at the 5th episode of the show. We missed a couple weeks. They were what you might call a no-show, but that's okay. And today we have with us Marmee, none other than, actually it's Favor, but you played Marmee in the most recent performance of
Little Women.
Little Women took place last week. We hope most of you were able to come. It was an awesome production. So thankful for the students and their abilities. Some of those who were behind the scenes running the lights and the cameras and the action. And then also, obviously, Mr. Hoover, Ms. Coleman, and all the musicians. So thank you guys for such a great event. We appreciate it. What did we have going on? I mean, we might as well review a couple things. Little Women's one of them. What else?
We also had an April Fool's Day.
Oh, grammar school.
Grammar school. They had crazy dress-up day. Kids were coming in with like wigs on and different color socks. It was amazing.
So it's great to have Mr. Armstrong here last week. He's our new head candidate. Did you get to meet Mr. Armstrong?
I did. He was amazing. It was great.
Yeah, so he had a chance Thursday morning to meet some parents. I know Saturday afternoon there was a reception just before the final pop-style showing of Little Women. And so we're excited about that opportunity and possibility of Mr. Armstrong coming with his wife, Beverly. So great to have them. What do we have coming up this week?
We have the grammar school and middle school science fair coming up. They've been working for weeks on it. So it'll be Thursday, April 10th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. So come check it out.
Also, we have one of our own students is involved in a high school art competition. What do we have there? Who's that?
Ava Scrunchy. Her art is up at Endicott College, and you can come see it. It's from March 3rd to April 23rd, and you could come and
check it
out. All right. We also have a fundraiser for the seniors going on their trip to New York. It's called 83 Pine Class Fundraiser. So
it's basically, from what I understand, it's more of a formal dinner.
Yeah.
So you might have students helping serve. We have some volunteer parents and faculty doing the cooking. So it's going to be right here in our own little new cafe area. So that's a fundraiser coming up. And then I know we have, why don't we share with them your friend and
my very own.
Who's in the Boston Globe last week here?
Our very own Emma Carlson. Where is she? Right
here, Emma. And I quote, is the averaging 13 points in 2 blocks. The shooting guard was named NEPSAC All-Star and Girls Independent League MVP. She's the all-time leading scorer in school history and president of the National Honor Society, just to name a few. She was also your daughter in Little Women.
Yes, she was.
That was a great tie-in.
Who was my daughter, Meg March.
Yeah, so she was Meg in the Little Women. But just a neat shout out there to some of our athletes. Looking ahead now, we have the season of
spring sports
coming up next week. Don't miss it. We have the ever popular girls softball gearing up. They've been outside recently because up until now there was still snow on the ground, and thankfully we broke through and saw some grass this week. So they're outside. You can see here doing some training, getting in shape, getting their catch on, whatever. But Miss Vicki Best and her assistant coach are really working the girls hard to get them ready for the season. Hopefully it'll be a good one. And we also have Ultimate. Here you see some of the, we can't use this other word because it's copyrighted, but it's what everybody calls that little disc thing. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get in trouble. There's a team getting ready for that. It's actually a very challenging sport. We're going to have to do a little episode just on the rules for that because it's quite complicated. All I know is Coach Tim, keep your pivot foot down.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, we'll get some footage of some of the games coming up next week on that. What else do we have? Anything else?
We got some challenges, don't we?
Did you? Because you weren't in the last show, so did you guess on this? Did you see it on Facebook and guess? Who did you think it was? If you had to guess right now, who would be the teacher or faculty member that's been hit twice?
Hit twice.
Who do you think it is? Just go. Do you know? Go. Who do you think it is?
Mr. Lorenz.
Mr. Lorenz. See, did you look?
I'm not.
So here's the thing. Some of you may know this. Mr. Miller was actually hit by a car on a moped, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that the right story? Anyway, so I think that really, unbeknownst to me, weighted everyone's response because everybody on Facebook guessed Mr. Miller, and it wasn't intended to be a trick question, but the reality is Mr. Lorenz has actually been hit twice. Once, I understand, ran over his foot. The other bumped him in the side. I don't know,
Yeah.
but thankfully not serious.
Got hit by a car.
Did you?
before, too.
Well, it'd be interesting. We should do a poll on that.
I'm not kidding.
So this week we have a new challenge of which Miss Favor is going to share with you.
Yes.
What's going on this week?
So we're looking for a name for the show, so we're gonna name it. And our challenge is that anybody who wants the first 5 people to put in a name or their thought of an idea would be put into the iPad drawing.
So basically, there's no risk, right? Put something out there, something creative, corny, whatever. But we want a name that will stick long term. We always knew the show was going to be somewhat temporary as we got this thing off the ground, and it's gained some traction. We've heard some good feedback, and I'm sure we'll get some negative feedback, but that's okay. Also, and I'll just close with this, we want to do some more apparel type items this year, moving into next year and even the summer. So from t-shirts to hoodies going into the fall next year, whatever. So we're going to be coming up, and I just want to get people thinking about this, but we're going to kind of, some of you are graphically inclined, or maybe you're just conceptually inclined. In other words, kind of like me, I can see something that I think would look neat or be cool on a t-shirt, but don't ask me to draw it. So maybe you partner with somebody who has a more graphic, or maybe you do a little stick post idea and we use that. But I'd love to start getting your ideas for some nice apparel that would be worth sending to alumni and buying for gifts. And just, I know girls athletics, guys athletic, they always have really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And the rest of us don't get to partake. I've got this because I stole it from the staff box, faculty box. But anywho, so, all right, so those are a few things coming up. Thanks for joining us. Favor, thank you for your help today.
Thank you.
Have a great day and a
Bye.
great week. Bye.